Okay. Hi, everybody. Here we are again for another full moon healing fire Homa ceremony. We're in South Los Angeles here, and it's an overcast, gorgeous day, perfect for us. Hopefully the phone won't overheat today. We live stream through my cell phone. Sometimes the video cuts out because the phone overheats between the heat of the fire and the heat of the energy and the heat of the environment. So full moons, yeah, they're very powerful. Full moon is a big, high charging energy coming from the universe to each of us here on this planet, whether we know it or we don't know it. It's really interesting, like nature does its thing, and how much we're in tune with it, well, that's up to our level of consciousness and awareness and whatever spiritual path we follow and like that. But I think everybody knows people go a little bananas on the full moon. We have the term lunatic, which is associated with the moon for good reason. And one of the things that happens during the full moon is that all the chakras in the human system open. So we receive a lot of cosmic energy, which means it also triggers a lot of purification. Purification means whatever in us is not vibrating at a high divine level with whatever we're getting infused with starts to shake out and come out of our system. So that's not pleasant. That could be like you feel really grumpy or highly sensitive, or your loved ones are grating on your nerves, or like irritated. Here in Los Angeles, we always have a good study in the full moon's nuttiness because traffic goes berserk. People are pulling out in front of weird ways and cutting in, and like it's intensified, right? It's a very intense time. It means it's very heightened, and emotions are very heightened as well. All of this bodes well for our souls. This is actually a really good thing, even though it seems bumpy and kind of nutty and all like that. On the full moon, obviously, it's a great time to do meditation, to be more contained, less expressed. And here we do, in our spiritual tradition from Swami Kaleshwar and the rishis of India, fire homas. Fire homa means we're using the energy of the sun. I think everybody knows a full moon looks full because it's reflected light from the sun, right? The moon isn't shining. Hopefully everybody knows this. Do what? Well, no, because I saw this thing where a TV host was interviewing people on the street in Los Angeles about what's an eclipse when the solar eclipse happened a couple weeks back, and literally people did not know what an eclipse is. Like they couldn't describe it, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, okay, so who knows what we know about the sun and the moon? But anyway, the point being, the sun's light is reflected off the moon, makes a huge energy on our planet. The deal with the sun is it is our creation energy for our whole planet, right? It's the big fire at the source of this solar system. Yeah, we can't deal with the sun directly. It's better to have it in a contained, small container like, a fire pit. So we have a fragment of the sun in the fire element here in the fire, and we interact with it in holy ways. We offer it only very pure substances like ghee and camphor. Everybody here is holding rice. That's our vehicle to infuse with whatever it is that we're asking to have healed or blessed or blessings for other people or whatever it is that comes to us in the fire. And then we offer it into the fire physically. For those people at home who are tuning in by video, you do it through your eyes and through your intention. So we're interacting with all the best of the sun. It's absolute cosmic creation and blessing energy, without any negative benefits of, say, looking at the sun directly, which everybody knows you shouldn't do because you'll lose your eyesight. So because the sun has this capability of being all the creation aspects and angles of our world, it means the mantras that we're saying, these ancient prayers, into the fire are literally bringing that structure of divinity from, you could say, the sun into the fire, and we're interacting with each of those particular energies or deities. So our full moon recipe from Swami Kaleshwar and the rishis of India is all about Mother Divine and Jesus. So as we go through, we'll talk about the different mantras that we're doing and the different forms of Mother that we're bringing in the fire. But the first one is SHAKTI GAYATRI. And for folks at home, the mantras are in the description of the video, so you can actually see the mantras and you can chant along with us. Highly recommend it. Folks here have a little sheet, with all the printouts so that we can all chant the mantras. Shakti Gayatri is one of the oldest mantras on our planet. It is the oldest form of mother. I shouldn't say it. She is the oldest form of our divine mother on this planet. At the dawn of the creation comes Gayatri, and later she shows her power form to the rishi who created her as normal Gayatri, but Aim Kleem Saoum in front of it, the three power syllables expressing the Shakti of the G-O-D, the generator, operator, and destroying energy that is the divine energy of our planet. So Shakti Gayatri is very, very powerful. Highly recommended, says Swami Kaleshwar, to chant it on the full moon. He even gave a beautiful technique as the full moon is actually rising, so that's probably later today. When you see the full moon start to come up, chanting Shakti Gayatri as it's rising is a massive charging to your soul, an incredible decharging, especially of all the irritations, the excess, what he would call kama energy, the friction that we have with the world when we're not getting what we want. Let's say it like that. So Shakti Gayatri is an enormous remedy to us of all that kind of just natural egoism and frustration and irritation and all the stuff that happens in our lives. So we'll be chanting her. Gayatri, in this tradition, you'll hear Gayatri pronounced many different ways. If you go on YouTube or the internet generally, they'll say Om, Bhur, Bhuva, Swaha. Lots of beautiful singers making recordings of it and people chanting it like that. Swami Kaleshwar said, please don't do that. It's an insult to the energy of the mother. Not Swaha, but Suvaha, three separate, equal, distinct syllables. So for purposes of today's fire homa, Om Bhur Bhuva Suvaha Tas-savitur Varey-nyam, and then Gayatri is normal. And again, for people at home, you can see the text in the description of the video, so you can follow along with us. So on this, a couple very other auspicious things today. Number one, it's Jonathan Rose's birthday. I mean, without Jonathan, honestly, very few of us would be here right now celebrating this, because he co-founded UCBK with me under Swami Kaleshwar's direct orders and was this force of trailblazing and pioneering and relentless spiritual help and inspiration in this world, whether you liked it or not. Jonathan was going to beat you over the head with it in a nice way, of course. So really, thank you, Jonathan. We're so grateful, and we'll be celebrating him today in the fire, as well as dedicating this fire homa to Swami Kaleshwar's mother, Subama, who is having some health issues that she would like some support and help with. And also, we have a special puja for a beautiful soul named David Batista, related to the Jesus energy. So there's a lot going on today in this fire homa. And I think that's everything I want to say, is it? Oh, it's also William Shakespeare's birthday. Another incarnation of Swami Kaleshwar, as it turns out. So that's a whole other big story. But April 23rd is an awesome day. Okay, so I think that said, all of that in the mix, we will start with an arati, and then we'll immediately begin with the Shakti Gayatri. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahmam, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Shukam Bhadaram Vishnum Sashivanam Chaturabhujam Prasan-nam Jaya Sarva Vignopashantaye. Tas-savitur Varey-nyam, Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi, Dhiyo yo Namaha, Pracho Die-yat. So we'll start with Shakti Gayatri. She's the right lady to ask what it is you really want in your life, to have blessed, to have created, to have supported, or to get rid of, or healing. Om Aim Klim 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 Saum 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 Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tas-savitur Varey-nyam Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo Namaha Pracho Die-yat Om Aim Klim 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 Saum 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 Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tas-savitur Varey-nyam Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo Namaha Pracho Die-yat Om Aim Klim 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 Saum 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 Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tas-savitur Varey-nyam Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo Namaha Pracho Die-yat Om Aim Klim 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 Saum 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 Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tas-savitur Varey-nyam Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo Namaha Pracho Die-yat Om Aim Klim 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 Saum 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 Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tas-savitur Varey-nyam Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo Namaha Pracho Die-yat Om Aim Klim 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 Saum 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 Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tas-savitur Varey-nyam Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo Namaha Pracho Die-yat Om Aim Klim 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 Saum 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 Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tas-savitur Varey-nyam Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo Namaha Pracho Die-yat Om Aim Klim 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 Saum 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 Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tas-savitur Varey-nyam Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo Namaha Pracho Die-yat Om Aim Klim 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 Saum 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 Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tas-savitur Varey-nyam Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo Namaha Pracho Die-yat Om Aim Klim 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 Saum 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 Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tas-savitur Varey-nyam Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo Namaha Pracho Die-yat Om Aim Klim 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 Saum 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 Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tas-savitur Varey-nyam Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi
Dio yo Namaha Prachodayat. Om Nai Pim 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 Sam Sam Sam. Bhur Subaha Tas-savitur Varey-nyam Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo Maha Prachodayat. Om Nai Pim 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 Sam Sam Sam. Bhur Subaha Tas-savitur Varey-nyam Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo Maha Prachodayat. Om Mai Pim 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 Sam Sam Sam. Bhur Subaha Tas-savitur Varey-nyam Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo Maha Prachodayat. Om Mai Pim 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 Sam Sam Sam. Bhur Subaha Tas-savitur Varey-nyam Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo Maha Prachodayat. Om Mai Pim 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 Sam Sam Sam. Bhur Subaha Tas-savitur Varey-nyam Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo Maha Prachodayat. Om Mai Pim 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 Sam Sam Sam. Bhur Subaha Tas-savitur Varey-nyam Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo Maha Prachodayat. Om Mai Pim 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 Sam Sam Sam. Bhur Subaha Tas-savitur Varey-nyam Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo Maha Prachodayat. Om Mai Pim 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 Sam Sam Sam. Bhur Subaha Tas-savitur Varey-nyam Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo Maha Prachodayat. Om Mai Pim 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 Sam Sam Sam. Bhur Subaha Tas-savitur Varey-nyam Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo Maha Prachodayat. Om Mai Pim 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 Sam Sam Sam. Bhur Subaha Tas-savitur Varey-nyam Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo Maha Prachodayat. Om Mai Pim 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 Sam Sam Sam. Bhur Subaha Tas-savitur Varey-nyam Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo Maha Prachodayat. Om Mai Pim 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 Sam Sam Sam. Bhur Suvah Tas-savitur Varey-nyam Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo Namaha Pracho Die-yat. Om Ding 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 Sam 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 Bhur Suvah Tas-savitur Varey-nyam Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo Namaha Pracho Die-yat. Om Ding 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 Sam 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 Bhur Suvah Tas-savitur Varey-nyam Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo Namaha Pracho Die-yat. Om Ding 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 Sam 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 Bhur Suvah Tas-savitur Varey-nyam Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo Namaha Pracho Die-yat. Om Ding 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 Sam 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 Bhur Suvah Tas-savitur Varey-nyam Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo Namaha Pracho Die-yat. Om Ding 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 Sam 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 Bhur Suvah Tas-savitur Varey-nyam Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo Namaha Pracho Die-yat. Om Ding 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 Sam 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 Bhur Suvah Tas-savitur Varey-nyam Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo Namaha Pracho Die-yat. Om Ding 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 Sam 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 Bhur Suvah Tas-savitur Varey-nyam Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo Namaha Pracho Die-yat. Om Ding 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 Sam 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 Bhur Suvah Tas-savitur Varey-nyam Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo Namaha Pracho Die-yat. Om Ding 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 Sam 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 Bhur Suvah Tas-savitur Varey-nyam Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo Namaha Pracho Die-yat. Om Ding 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 Sam 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 Bhur Suvah Tas-savitur Varey-nyam Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo Namaha Pracho Die-yat. Om Ding 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 Sam 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 Bhur Suvah Tas-savitur Varey-nyam Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo Namaha Pracho Prachodayat. Om. Ai vai vai kim 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 sam sam sam. Bhur Suvaha. Tas-savitur Varey-nyam. Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi. Dhiyo yo Namaha. Prachodayat. Om. Ai vai vai kim 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 sam sam sam. Bhur Suvaha. Tas-savitur Varey-nyam. Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi. Dhiyo yo Namaha. Prachodayat. Om. Sam sam sam. Bhuva Suvaha. Tas-savitur Varey-nyam. Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi. Dhiyo yo Namaha. Prachodayat. Om. Ai vai vai kim 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 sam sam sam. Bhuva Suvaha. Tas-savitur Varey-nyam. Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi. Dhiyo yo Namaha. Prachodayat. Om. Ai vai vai kim 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 sam sam sam. Bhuva Suvaha. Tas-savitur Varey-nyam. Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi. Dhiyo yo Namaha. Prachodayat. Om. Ai vai vai kim 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 sam sam sam. Bhuva Suvaha. Tas-savitur Varey-nyam. Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi. Dhiyo yo Namaha. Prachodayat. Om. Ai vai vai kim 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 sam sam sam. Bhuva Suvaha. Tas-savitur Varey-nyam. Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi. Dhiyo yo Namaha. Prachodayat. Om. Ai vai vai kim 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 sam sam sam. Bhuva Suvaha. Tas-savitur Varey-nyam. Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi. Dhiyo yo Namaha. Prachodayat. Om. Ai vai vai kim 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 sam sam sam. Bhuva Suvaha. Tas-savitur Varey-nyam. Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi. Dhiyo yo Namaha. Prachodayat. Om. Ai vai vai kim 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 sam sam sam. Bhuva Suvaha. Tas-savitur Varey-nyam. Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi. Dhiyo yo Namaha. Prachodayat. Om. Ai vai vai kim 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 sam sam sam. Bhuva Suvaha. Tas-savitur Varey-nyam. Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi. Dhiyo yo Namaha. Prachodayat. Om. Ai vai vai kim 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 sam sam sam. Bhuva Suvaha. Tas-savitur Varey-nyam Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo Maha Pracho Die-yat.
Last time.
Om. I, Cleem, Cleem, Saoum. Bhur, Bhuva, Maha. Tas-savitur Varey-nyam Bhargo Dey-vasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo Maha Pracho Die-yat.
Anyone start on the opposite side of the street? Cleaning. I'll take you. Thank you. On the opposite side. Well, we're not this side. Good. So we have some sponsors today. Sponsors means they would like to have their name or the name of a loved one read into the fire. And after each name, we say, "Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama, mama, mama," the big source of the mother through her cosmic womb, and each individual spark of mother's cosmic womb that is the person we're sending it to. So it goes straight to that soul. So our sponsors today, Swarupa-Nyayna. Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama. David Batista. Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama. Zachary Bennett and their family. Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama. Raymond So. Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama. Neil Valamsapa. Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama. Desiree Sterling and her family in Norway, Belgium, Spain, Guatemala, and US. Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama. Starlene Schwartz. Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama. Sania Messain. Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama. Medvi Lorasetti. Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama. Alicia Campbell. Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama. J.E.B. Campbell. Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama. G.G. Campbell. Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama. Claire Liz Pierre-Louis. Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama. Ellen Todd Bueller. Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama. Sherry McCoy. Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama. Christine Bednarik and her family. Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama. Ian H.R. Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama. Matt Locker. Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama. Carolyn Overting and Matthew Turkey and Peace in the United States. Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama. Sending a special thought to Wesley Thompson in hospice. Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama. Marinella Tona. Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama. Vasilika Tona. Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama. Dimitra Liko. Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama. Yenny Liko. Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama. Atina Tona. Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama. Noah Katza. Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama. Mateo Katza. Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama. Afi Katza. Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama. John Salati. Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama. Andrea Eversberg. Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama. Becky and Tom. Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama. Michelle Farrell. Joe and Alfie Merritt. Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama. Stephanie Catherine Dada. Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama. Quinn Ham, his entire family, and his business, American HVAC. Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama. In the mastery program, Todd Dombrowski. Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama. Kelsey King. Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama. Brenda Spencer. Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama. Mr. Teofanides. Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama. For all the Silver Mastery Program students, may they have continued success. Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama. for the end of white supremacy in America.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
For our brothers and sisters in Ukraine fighting the good fight, may they be successful.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
For Volodymyr Zelensky and his family, that they may stay safe and protected.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
Slava Ukraini. For the children and the people of Gaza, that the suffering stops, that there's a ceasefire, and for the people of Israel, that they find a way to make peace with their neighbors, and everybody can stop this madness in the Middle East.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
Also, of course, happy Passover to everybody who's observing that. In support of the divine feminine rising in the world through the women, especially.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
In Santa Cruz County, the heads of service agencies working together to promote brilliant solutions to homelessness, may they have continued success.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
I have to say that was Jonathan Rosen's pet project. He worked tirelessly with all the agencies in Santa Cruz County. He was on the boards of half of them, and an interfaith thing that kept them all together. And he worked very strongly with our veterans there. There's a huge overlap in those communities, as I'm sure you're aware. A lot of veterans are homeless in our country, which is kind of a national disgrace, I think. So, especially on his day of all days, hey, Jonathan, we're really thinking about your friends in Santa Cruz and the work that you did and started in motion there, which really created a lot of miraculous changes and a kind of intelligent and lovely set of solutions to homelessness there. So thank you, Jonathan. Oh, mama, oh, mama, oh, mama. For Atma and his 800 Germans meditating daily for world peace.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
And speaking of mama, let's go to the big mama. Ma Kali. She's like over there a little bit on our poster. That's one form of her. Kali, she's the peak form of Mother Divine, the biggest, most divine lady, the creatrix of our whole creation, you could say. And she is the combined energy of all the divine beings in our whole creation and universe. They all come together because there's an urgent need, because there's a demon on the loose terrorizing the world and terrorizing even the celestial plane. And they can't deal with him singly, separately. They can't do it. They need to come together. Actually, they do it in a fire homa. All the divines, the gods, the goddesses, the rishis, the angels, the divine souls, everybody comes together. They do a massive fire homa. They each give part of their essence into the fire to create a new form of mother, a giant, fierce, incredible, battle-ready form of mother who can go on the battlefield and take down that demon force and the demon armies. Only a female character can do this. It's really interesting. Only a female character with a cosmic womb that bathes everything can take back in all the negativity that's also come as the creation and decharge it, dissolve it, and transform it into something more divine. So Kali is the epitome of that. She is the fiercest, darkest, scary looking, whatever you want to say. You know, her tongue is down to here, dripping in blood. She wears a garland of skulls around her neck, meaning that she's destroyed the egoism associated with the head of all the demons that she's killed. Demons are nothing but our own negative qualities, writ large. They're not like devilish characters who came out of nowhere. They are the logical extension of when egoism and power join and run off the rails. It's especially egoism, jealousy, pride, vanity, arrogance, all the stuff we see running in our world right now. So she's especially needed, as always. And her structure, because she's so huge, she's such a force for good. Her mantra is very long. Longer the mantra, the bigger the channel. Her mantra, for those who know the 5 elements, and again, mantras are in the description of the video, is composed of the fire element, Om, Hreem, Hessraim, Hreem, Om, Deem, Deem, Kleem, Kleem, Saoum, Saoum, Maha, Agni, the fire, Agni, Swarupa-Nyayna, Namaha. She's very crackly. In fact, she's pretty pissed when she shows up. She's angry because she sees all the mess we've created. And she's just like, really, kids? Really? I have to come fix this again? So she's kind of grouchy. Fire element. Then we calm her down with the water element. Om Kluum Dluum Jam Kanaka Durgamba. Om Kluum Dluum Jam HUM. Kanaka Durgamba. Durga Devi Prasan-nam. Hum. Most important word in the mantra. Hum is the sound that her ultimate weapon, the Sudarshana chakra, makes as she throws it at the battlefield and decapitates the demons with it. Sudarshana never misses. Why? Because it is the energy of the sun. It's the pure light, and no darkness can stand in front of that pure light. Hum is the sound that it makes as it flies through and hits its target. Cuts any negativity. Then a row of angels. Then mama, mama, mama. We talked about that. Maha, or Ma, you, Ma. Atma, Atma, Atma. My soul. In this case, your soul. And Raksha, 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 or Rakshamam, protection. So a whole giant long thing is her structure. And she is all of that complexity and all of the beauty of nature and all of its ferociousness as well. Everything combined into one. And when we invoke her, she's really creating an enormous purification in us and by extension in the world we live in as well. So she's a great opportunity, let's say, to get hold of your blocks. What are your crazy emotions? Where are you out of control? Where do you drive yourself and the people around you crazy? Maybe you're just a really angry person, and maybe you know that. So offer that to her. Maybe it's egoism. Maybe it's feeling left out. Oh, everybody's got it except me, right? Homa. Maybe it's anxiety and depression. Maybe, arrogance is your thing. Maybe you're just really egoic or selfish. And you know that about yourself. You're trying to change that. Offer all that to her with the intention, Ma, please take it and in your holy structure, in your holy fire, transform it and give it back to me as high divine energy so that I can have more strength and support internally to do what I came to do in this world, to really live my consciousness purpose. That's kind of the drill with her. So we'll say it slowly a couple of times and then we'll bring it up to speed and let's talk to Maha. If it's not one thing, it's your mother. Om Hreem, Hessraim, Hreem. Om Deem, Deem, Kleem, Kleem, Saoum, Saoum. Maha, Agni, Swarupa-Nyayna, Namaha. Om Dluum Jam, Kanaka Durgamba. Om Kluum Dluum Jam HUM. Kanaka Durgamba, Durga, Devi, Prasan-nam. Om Mama, 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 Atma, 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 Raksha, Raksha, Rakshamam. Om Hreem, Hessraim, Hreem. Om Deem, Deem, Kleem, Kleem, Saoum, Saoum. Maha, Swarupa-Nyayna, Namaha. Om Kluum Dluum Jam, Kanaka Durgamba. Om Dluum Dluum Jam HUM. Kanaka Durgamba, Durga, Devi, Prasan-nam. Om Yamatara Javana Salakam. Mama, 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 Atma, 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 Raksha, Raksha, Rakshamam. Om Hreem, Hessraim, Hreem. Om Deem, 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 Saoum, Saoum. Maha, Agni, Swarupa-Nyayna, Namaha. Om Dluum Dluum Jam, Kanaka Durgamba. Om Dluum Dluum Jam HUM. Kanaka Durgamba, Durga, Devi, Prasan-nam. Om Yamatara Javana Salakam. Mama, 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 Atma, 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 Raksha, Raksha, Rakshamam. Om Hreem, Hessraim, Hreem. Om Deem, Deem, Kleem, Kleem, Saoum, Saoum. Maha, Swarupa-Nyayna, Namaha. Om Kluum Dluum Jam, Kanaka Durgamba. Om Kluum Dluum Jam HUM. Kanaka Durgamba, Durga, Devi, Prasan-nam. Om Yamatara Javana Salakam. Mama, 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 Atma, 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 Raksha, Raksha, Rakshamam. Om Hreem, Hessraim, Hreem. Om
Deem, Kleem, Saoum, Maha, Agni, Swarupa-Nyayna, Namaha. Om Kluum Dluum Jam, Kanaka Durgamba. Om Kluum Dluum Jam HUM. Kanaka Durgamba, Durga Devi, Prasan-nam. Om Yamata Mama, Atma, Raksha, Rakshamam. Om Hreem, Hessraim, Om Devi, Saoum, Maha, Swarupa-Nyayna, Namaha. Om Kluum Dluum Jam, Kanaka Durgamba. Om Kluum Dluum Jam HUM. Kanaka Durgamba, Durga Devi, Prasan-nam. Om Yamata Mama, Atma, Rakshamam. Om Hreem, Om Devi, Saoum, Maha, Swarupa-Nyayna, Namaha. Om Kluum Dluum Jam, Kanaka Durgamba. Om Kluum Dluum Jam HUM. Kanaka Durgamba, Durga Devi, Prasan-nam. Om Yamata Mama, Atma, Rakshamam. Om Hreem, Hessraim, Om Deem, Saoum, Maha, Swarupa-Nyayna, Namaha. Om Kluum Dluum Jam, Kanaka Durgamba. Om Kluum Dluum Jam HUM. Kanaka Durgamba, Durga Devi, Prasan-nam. Om Yamata Mama, Atma, Rakshamam. Om Hreem, Hessraim, Om Deem, Saoum, Maha, Swarupa-Nyayna, Namaha. Om Kluum Dluum Jam, Kanaka Durgamba. Om Kluum Dluum Jam HUM. Kanaka Durgamba, Durga Devi, Prasan-nam. Om Yamata Mama, Atma, Rakshamam. Om Hreem, Hessraim, Om Deem, Saoum, Maha, Swarupa-Nyayna, Namaha. Om Kluum Dluum Jam, Kanaka Durgamba. Om Kluum Dluum Jam HUM. Kanaka Durgamba, Durga Devi, Prasan-nam. Om Yamata Mama, Atma, Rakshamam. Om Hreem, Hessraim, Om Deem, Saoum, Maha, Swarupa-Nyayna, Namaha. Om Kluum Dluum Jam, Kanaka Durgamba. Om Kluum Dluum Jam HUM. Kanaka Durgamba, Durga Devi, Prasan-nam. Om Yamata Mama, Atma, Rakshamam. Om Hreem, Hessraim, Om Deem, Saoum, Maha, Swarupa-Nyayna, Namaha. Om Kluum Dluum Jam, Kanaka Durgamba. Om Kluum Dluum Jam HUM. Kanaka Durgamba, Durga Devi, Prasan-nam. Om Yamata Mama, Atma, Rakshamam. Om Hreem, Hessraim, Om Deem, Saoum, Maha, Swarupa-Nyayna, Namaha. Om Kluum Dluum Jam, Kanaka Durgamba. Om Kluum Dluum Jam HUM. Kanaka Durgamba, Durga Devi, Prasan-nam. Om Yamata Mama, Atma, Rakshamam. Om Hreem, Hessraim, Om Deem, Saoum, Maha, Swarupa-Nyayna, Namaha. Om Kluum Dluum Jam, Kanaka Durgamba. Om Kluum Dluum Jam HUM. Kanaka Durgamba, Durga Devi, Prasan-nam. Om Yamata Mama, 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 atma, 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 raksha, raksha, rakshamam. Om Hreem, Hessraim, Hreem. Om Deem, 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 Sam, Sam, Maha, Agni, Swarupa-Nyayna, Namaha. Om Kluum Dluum Jam, Kanaka Durgamba. Om Kluum Dluum Jam HUM. Kanaka Durgamba, Durga Devi Prasan-nam. Om Yamatara Javana Salakam. Mama, 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 atma, 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 raksha, raksha, rakshamam. Om Hreem, Hessraim, Hreem. Om Deem, 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 Sam, Sam, Maha, Agni, Swarupa-Nyayna, Namaha. Om Kluum Dluum Jam, Kanaka Durgamba. Om Kluum Dluum Jam HUM. Kanaka Durgamba, Durga Devi Prasan-nam. Om Yamatara Javana Salakam. Mama, 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 atma, 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 raksha, raksha, rakshamam. Om Hreem, Hessraim, Hreem. Om Deem, 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 Sam, Sam, Maha, Agni, Swarupa-Nyayna, Namaha. Om Kluum Dluum Jam, Kanaka Durgamba. Om Kluum Dluum Jam HUM. Kanaka Durgamba, Durga Devi Prasan-nam. Om Yamatara Javana Salakam. Mama, 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 atma, 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 raksha, raksha, rakshamam. Om Hreem, Hessraim, Hreem. Om Deem, 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 Sam, Sam, Maha, Agni, Swarupa-Nyayna, Namaha. Om Kluum Dluum Jam, Kanaka Durgamba. Om Kluum Dluum Jam HUM. Kanaka Durgamba, Durga Devi Prasan-nam. Om Yamatara Javana Salakam. Mama, 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 atma, 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 raksha, raksha, rakshamam. Om Hreem, Hessraim, Hreem. Om Deem, 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 Sam, Sam, Maha, Agni, Swarupa-Nyayna, Namaha. Om Kluum Dluum Jam, Kanaka Durgamba. Om Kluum Dluum Jam HUM. Kanaka Durgamba, Durga Devi Prasan-nam. Om Yamatara Javana Salakam. Mama, 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 atma, 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 raksha, raksha, rakshamam. Om Hreem, Hessraim, Hreem. Om Deem, 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 Sam, Sam, Maha, Agni, Swarupa-Nyayna, Namaha. Om Kluum Dluum Jam, Kanaka Durgamba. Om Kluum Dluum Jam HUM. Kanaka Durgamba, Durga Devi Prasan-nam. Om Yamatara Javana Salakam. Mama, 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 atma, 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 raksha, raksha, rakshamam. Om Hreem, Hessraim, Hreem. Om Deem, 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 Sam, Sam, Maha, Agni, Swarupa-Nyayna, Namaha. Om Kluum Dluum Jam, Kanaka Durgamba. Om Kluum Dluum Jam HUM. Kanaka Durgamba, Durga Devi Prasan-nam. Om Yamatara Javana Salakam. Mama, 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 atma, 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 raksha, raksha, rakshamam. Om Hreem, Hessraim, Hreem. Om Deem, 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 Sam, Sam, Maha, Agni, Swarupa-Nyayna, Namaha. Om Kluum Dluum Jam, Kanaka Durgamba. Om Kluum Dluum Jam HUM. Kanaka Durgamba, Durga Devi Prasan-nam. Om Yamatara Javana Salakam. Mama, 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 atma, 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 raksha, raksha, rakshamam. Om Hreem, Hessraim, Hreem. Om Deem, 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 Sam, Sam, Maha, Agni, Swarupa-Nyayna, Namaha. Om Kluum Dluum Jam, Kanaka Durgamba. Om Kluum Dluum Jam HUM. Kanaka Durgamba, Durga Devi Prasan-nam. Om Yamatara Javana Salakam. Mama, 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 Atma, 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 Raksha, Raksha, Rakshamam. Om Hreem, Hessraim, Hreem. Om Deem, 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 Saoum, Saoum. Maha, Agni, Swarupa-Nyayna, Namaha. Om Kluum Dluum Jam, Kanaka Durgamba. Om Kluum Dluum Jam HUM. Kanaka Durgamba, Durga Devi Prasan-nam. Om Yamatarajamanasahakam. Mama, 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 Atma, 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 Raksha, Raksha, Rakshamam. Om Hreem, Hessraim, Hreem. Om Dheem, 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 Saoum, Saoum. Maha, Agni, Swarupa-Nyayna, Namaha. Om Kluum Dluum Jam, Kanaka Durgamba. Om Kluum Dluum Jam HUM. Kanaka Durgamba, Durga Devi Prasan-nam. Om Yamatarajamanasahakam. Mama, 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 Atma, 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 Raksha, Raksha, Rakshamam. Om Hreem, Hessraim, Hreem. Om Deem, 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 Saoum, Saoum. Maha, Agni, Swarupa-Nyayna, Namaha. Om Kluum Dluum Jam, Kanaka Durgamba. Om Kluum Dluum Jam HUM. Kanaka Durgamba, Durga Devi Prasan-nam. Om Yamatarajamanasahakam. Mama, 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 Atma, 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 Raksha, Raksha, Rakshamam. Om Hreem, Hessraim, Hreem. Om Deem, 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 Saoum, Saoum. Maha, Agni, Swarupa-Nyayna, Namaha. Om Kluum Dluum Jam, Kanaka Durgamba. Om Kluum Dluum Jam HUM. Kanaka Durgamba, Durga Devi Prasan-nam. Om Yamatarajamanasahakam. Mama, 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 Atma, 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 Raksha, Raksha, Rakshamam. Om Hreem, Hessraim, Hreem. Om Deem, 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 Saoum, Saoum. Maha, Agni, Swarupa-Nyayna, Namaha. Om Kluum Dluum Jam, Kanaka Durgamba. Om Kluum Dluum Jam HUM. Kanaka Durgamba, Durga Devi Prasan-nam. Om Yamatarajamanasahakam. Mama, 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 Atma, 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 Raksha, Raksha, Rakshamam. Om Hreem, Hessraim, Hreem. Om Deem, 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 Saoum, Saoum. Maha, Agni, Swarupa-Nyayna, Namaha. Om Kluum Dluum Jam, Kanaka Durgamba. Om Kluum Dluum Jam HUM. Kanaka Durgamba, Durga Devi Prasan-nam. Om Yamatarajamanasahakam. Mama, 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 Atma, 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 Raksha, Raksha, Rakshamam. Om Hreem, Hessraim, Hreem. Om Deem, 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 Saoum, Saoum. Maha, Agni, Swarupa-Nyayna, Namaha. Om Kluum Dluum Jam, Kanaka Durgamba. Om Kluum Dluum Jam HUM. Kanaka Durgamba, Durga Devi Prasan-nam. Om Yamatarajamanasahakam. Mama, 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 Atma, 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 Raksha, Raksha, Rakshamam.
Last time.
Om Hreem, Hessraim, Hreem. Om Deem, 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 Saoum, Saoum. Maha, Agni, Swarupa-Nyayna, Namaha. Om Kluum Dluum Jam, Kanaka Durgamba. Om Kluum Dluum Jam HUM. Kanaka Durgamba, Durga Devi Prasan-nam. Om Yamatarajamanasahakam. Mama, 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 Atma, 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 Raksha, Raksha, Rakshamam.
Okay, so it's a little different than the first one, isn't it? Wow. So, our final prayer today is the Jesus mantra, one of the mantras that Jesus used during his life in India back 2,000 years ago. You might think, like, why, Vedic Hindu-ish ceremony, why are we invoking Jesus? And it's a really interesting story, like Jesus, unknown to most of the Western civilized world, spent most of his life in India, both before and after the crucifixion. And toward that end, he was developing a very strong relationship with the Mother Divine, specifically with Maha. Swami Kaleshwar was on very good terms with Jesus. Mentioned that on the cross, Jesus merged with Mahakali and became her. And you know how Mother, like when they show her fierce, she has lots of arms and weapons. Jesus becoming her means he can take on any negativity in this planet and take care of it, neutralize it, flip it to the divine. Swami mentioned that Jesus is her final, ultimate weapon. He is the pure, unconditional love. So it's a big unknown story, and we really need to know it in the West. It bridges East and West again in a way that finally makes sense to us, rather than these truncated bits of pieces of this and that, and some truth here and some mythos there. So this was one of the mantras that Jesus used during his lifetime. Swami Kaleshwar gave it to us late one night in Hospit, my Humpy. For those who know Hospit, the Malahi Hotel. And he called us in and gave us this mantra very late at night, very serious, very solemn. And he said, he gave us a series of them. This was the first one. And he said, these mantras Jesus used during his lifetime directly, it's, I have to get them out. I'll pay a price for doing that, but I have to get them out. So it's a very serious business, this mantra. It's not a light thing. You won't find it in a normal book or scattered on the internet or something. And it's in a mix, as many of these ancient prayers are, in Telugu, ancient South Indian language, and Sanskrit. Translated, Na Tali Hrudayam, Na Swasthanam, Na Tali Hrudayam, my mother's heart. Na Swasthanam is my completion, is my destiny, you could say. So even Big Boss Jesus, the greatest healer who ever walked on our planet in our entire history, is talking to Divine Mother. And so we can do that too. We can use this mantra to go deep in with the Jesus consciousness. Not the Jesus of religions necessarily, but the essential, divine, infinite, immortal quality and consciousness that is Christ, that is actually in all of us as well. So this mantra, you can use it anywhere, if you're in a church or if you're in a holy place of some kind or you're outside and you really want to feel the depth of this connectedness. Who is this Jesus? What is this Jesus? My advice is just meditate, reciting this mantra, and see what happens. But for purposes of this Homa, we're bringing him into this fire. Him, I say, that consciousness that is Christ. It's actually bigger than any particular agenda. We're bringing him here. The greatest healer who ever walked on this planet is sitting in this fire. What are you asking him for? Let's find out. We're asking for peace. Yes, indeed. And it shall be provided. Om Tali Varey-nyam, Tas-savitur Varey-nyam, Tas-savitur Varey-nyam,
Swastham. Om Tas-savitur Varey-nyam. 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 Prasan-nam. Om Pracho-yam. 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 Swastanam. Om Tas-savitur Varey-nyam. 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 Om Tas-savitur Om Tas-savitur Om Tas-savitur Om Tas-savitur Swastanam. Swastan-nam. Om Na-savitur-varey-nyam. 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 Swastan-nam. Om
Happy birthday, Jonathan. Happy birthday, Jonathan. Yeah. Somebody told me it's Morgan's birthday too. I'm not sure about that, but if that's true, that makes sense. Mm. Yes. Yeah. So, we're going to pass around the offering bowl. Where's the offering bowl? Where's that? Right here. Yes. Right. Stephen is open. So everybody here is holding flowers and incense. And what happens is we offer it with the right hand only. This is for everybody at home. Flower and incense going on the offering plate. We touch the coconut with the right hand, and then it'll go around. Everybody will do that, and this will go in as one big final offering into the fire. All right, everybody up, up, up. The divine corpse is on.
I'm sorry.
Stand up, everybody. Stand up. Up, 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 up. Yeah. And go, coming around. lives. That's really cool. All right. Wow. So, so I'm going to read our sponsors' names one more time, and then into the fire. Everything will go with the giant Oh Mama, Oh Mama, Oh Mama. Our sponsors are Sri Kalishwar's mother, Subhama Anupati, David Batista, Zachary Bennett and their family, Raymond Schultz, Neil Valon Sutler, Desiree Sterling and her family in Norway, Belgium, Spain, Guatemala, and the U.S., Starlene Schwartz, Sania Messiah, Nettie Rosebi, Alicia Campbell, J.E.P. Campbell, G.G. Campbell, Claire Liz Pierre Louis, Ellen Todd Bueller, Sherry McCoy, Christine Bednarek and her family, E and H.R. Matt Locker, Carolyn Oboting, and Matthew Toki, and Peace in the United States. Wesley Thompson in hospice, Marinella Tona, Basilika Tona, Dimitra Liko, Yenny Liko, Atina Tona, Noah Katza, Mateo Katza, Efi Katza, John Salati, Andrea Eversberg, Becky and Tom, Michelle Farrell, Joe and Elfie Merritt, Stefan and Catherine Dada, Quinn Ham, his entire family, and his business, HVAC. Stefan and Catherine Dada, thank you very much for this lovely place where we do our homas. Quinn Ham, his entire family, and HVAC. Did I read that already?
Mm-hmm.
Give me another one. In the mastery program, students are Todd Dombrowski, Kelsey King, Brenda Spencer, Esther Teofanides, and all the students in the Silver Mastery program may they absolutely have extraordinary divine success. For the end of white supremacy in America, for our brothers and sisters in Ukraine fighting the good fight, may they be successful. For Volodymyr Zelensky and his family, that they may stay safe and protected. For the people of Gaza, most especially the children, and everybody who's under fire, may this end. And for all the souls who have passed so tragically, may they find peace. For the Israeli people, may they find peace. In support of the divine feminine rising in the world, most especially through the women. In Santa Cruz County, all the heads of service agencies working together to promote brilliant solutions to homelessness, may they continue to have their success. For Atma Schumann and his 800 Germans meditating daily for world peace. For Tomasz Stencel, Kalishwar Publishing, Navya Sri Sai and Silpa and Panukanda, that they may all flourish. For Sai centers of this kind of knowledge, divine healing and blessing worldwide, may they flourish everywhere. And finally, for our folks who are experiencing homelessness here in Los Angeles and also nationally, as well as for our veterans here in Los Angeles and nationally, that they may receive the kind of care, services, nourishment, shelter, and just love that they richly deserve. And for all of this we say,
Oh Mama, oh Mama, oh Mama.
Is everybody here will take small groups of like 4 or 5 people at a time. We walk around clockwise 3 times to seal in the blessing of the fire. We're using our physical form to carry the soul around to seal it in. At home, you can accomplish the same thing by turning to your right 3 times. You're using your physical body, spinning like that, to seal in the final blessing of the home. So happy full moon to everybody. Happy Passover to everybody. If it is Morgaugh's birthday, happy birthday to him. Happy birthday to Jonathan and William Shakespeare and all of us in a new phase of a full moon as a rebirth. And see you all in 2 weeks for the new moon fire. And have it for next week.
Thank you, Becky.
Thank you. For keeping the phone on. No, it worked this